Hello everyone, it's More Easy Graphics. And in today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to change the color of a white t-shirt to another shade of color of your choice. So before we start, make sure you click on the subscribe button, like, comment, if comments after this tutorial. Also, don't forget to put on the notification button. So without any further ado, let's just get started. So at the beginning of this, what you need to do is to crop out your clothes at the first place, the white clothes. Now, for me, I've cropped this out, just want to make this really fast. So I had to crop out the clothes. And you can as well make use of your pen tool, if you know how to make use of a pen tool, because that's the tool I use. And also make use of your quick selection tool or your lasso tool. So depending on the one you know how to use best. So I've used my pen tool to crop out mine. So I'll be hiding the actual image for you to see that I've actually cropped this out. So I'll hide this and you can see the glue is there, and I still have the image also accept this. I don't want to tap out with glue, so I had to I'll need to lock it down. So I will be able to move the glue. But you need to also lock down your image, so you won't need to move it anyhow it won't be moved, so there won't be any kind of overlay, a wrong layer of the glue. So right now the next thing to do here is to bring in my levels as this work layer on the image, on the glue. So I'll have to create a clipping mask on it as well. So after creating this clipping mask, what I want to achieve with using my levels is to give it the gray color. So I'll be sliding this from the highlight tool to give me that gray color texture I want, color of shade I want. So I think I'll try with this. Well, not just that. If I to zoom out this now, this part, I'll see that the cloth is actually not giving me the full. It's actually giving me the texture of the cloth, but I'm not satisfied with this. And I'll tell you why I'm not satisfied. Now, look at the actual cloth. You can see the texture. You can see how it looks like. Now, adding the curve to it, you see it makes it more smooth, but I need the actual color, the actual texture of that cloth. So I'll be changing the blending option to multiply. So changing it to multiply, it actually gave me that. Can you see? Actually gave me the color of the texture. I would like you guys to watch this video to the end for you not to waste any part of this tutorial. So after doing this, I'll be bringing in my solid color to actually add the color which I want. So I'll click on OK, and also I'll be creating a clipping mask for this by right clicking, then create a clipping mask. I'll create this clipping mask. You can see the color is on it already, but we need the color to match up with the cloth and give it a close texture. So I'll be giving it a blending option of linear dodge add. So yeah, it still look like it's not even actually changing. But what you need to do is to blend it. So I'll double click here. After double clicking, then this blend option here, I would have to work with it. And this actually is talking about the shadow, and this is talking about highlights. Now if we go back to the cloth, to the actual cloth, the white cloth, let me hide this. You will see there are shadows and highlights. Now this is a shadow and the highlights are all over the bodywork. There are a few shadows here which we need to be sure. Now after doing this, I would have to, like I said, double click on that color, solid color, so you can be able to work. So I need to slide this. This is actually working for shadows. This is a mid-fold and this is the highlight. So I noticed there is much of highlights. Even if I drag my highlights here, it will actually want to close this, but to this extent it's too much. So it should or not even pass this angle before it will reflect on the wood. So if I'm using my shadow would also be reflecting a bit too. Definitely, I need more of the shadows here. So if my shadow is actually at this point, what I need to do now is to actually hold on to my alt to divide this into two, then drag this back. So I need to drag this back. Now I'll be doing that by holding out my holds and dragging the left button back. So I, like you can see, it's actually showing the shadow of the clothes. Let me just take this back, and you can see the clothes is actually showing, it's actually showing the shadow of the clothes. Let's drag this back a bit. Now, this looks more kind of full ash. So if I'm dragging this back, the shadow is still showing and it's moderate. So I think I'm okay with this. And I'll click OK. Now let's zoom in and see the texture of the clothes. Can you see? It's having the texture of the clothes, and this is a perfect way of which I achieved my own change of color. So at this point, you can actually change the color to any color you want, probably from, if you've actually choose this, place your color sample here, and if you drag up, it's still gonna change the color and give it the same color texture. And this is where you can see it's even matching up with the scarf the lady is putting on. So this is how to achieve. But if you still want to add more to it to make it look more real, I make use of my vibral to make this look more real. So I'll also be mask clipping this to the clothes, and I would what I'll do is to increase the vibrance and also the saturation. So I'll increase the vibrance, but not to alter any of the, not too much, so it won't look obvious. So if I'm doing this, you see it looks so much reddish, but I think it's too much. So I just add some calm down to probably 12 or 10, and then increase the saturation a bit. So without increasing it too much, it makes too much red. So I think even it's everything okay. So, and this is how you achieve it. You can come here and change the color, like I said. Just what you need to do is to slide. You see, give it the orange and yellow, coming out to yellow, so coming out to neon, to paint to this. So, this is the method. The actual color can come down to the shaded part. It will still give me the shaded part of the color, like you can see. So this looks so nice. I would like you guys to try this and bring up a tutorial. I'll be dropping the all the resources and material used for this tutorial down in the link below for you to be able to also practicalize this. And I would love you also subscribe also after watching this video. Make sure you like and also comment. So thanks for watching this.